Will the U.S. government buy up Bitcoin? Today, I am going to talk to you about a little bit of a hunch. I'm putting on my conspiratorial hat on a Monday early. I don't know if you all are ready for that, but I am doing it. Usually I save it for a little bit as people have a little bit more time to get going with the news cycle. But now I just got a hunch that the U.S. government, and I'm just trying to think how things are going to play out and how things are going and what's going to happen. My prediction is that the U.S. government will buy up Bitcoin, not immediately, but within the Trump era, in the next 4 years, I believe that they will buy up Bitcoin. And what does that mean? My name is Brandon Fogel. This is Evolution. Let's dive into it. All right. So you might think, why would I think this? What would possibly put me in this side of the camp, this side of the crazies that are out there? And I'm not going to hold back on conspiracies because I believe the conspiracy nuts, for the most part, that people thought were conspiracies and crazies, they have all turned out, for the most part, to be true. You know, it's hard to find a good conspiracy anymore because they're all true. So now I'm thinking, now I put a link in the description of a Tim Pool video and a clip. It's about 20 minutes long, but it's really good, from his show where they got into private equity firms buying up, just going in and just cleaning house on a lot of businesses, kind of big corporations. So it's not going to be the end of the world. And I think the Trump administration is already trying to get ahead of it because the people that are the top of the top echelons, you know, they know how to gain the system because they are smarter than the system. They know the ins and outs of the system. The tax code is what makes someone just a regular guy, maybe a bum, and then also the rich. And the politicians don't want to just completely destroy the tax code that we have and we have set up, is because they know the loopholes. They know the ins and outs. They know how to get mega wealthy from it, you know? And so, I mean, are they doing anything wrong? You know, that I don't know. It doesn't really matter in a sense because they're within the confines of the system that we have in place. I think some major things need to happen. And my prediction is Bitcoin is the future. Bitcoin is the future. And I think the way that the government is going to get ahead of it is they're going to massively, it's going to be kind of downplay it a little bit, but they're going to massively take over the crypto. Trump, the only guy that would do this, I think, is Donald Trump, because he does crazy things that you think nobody's going to do something like that. That's like too insane, but Trump always goes there. They're already working it in, like crypto is, we know it's a major thing now. It's no more like a thing of just the nerds sucking up all the crypto and getting crazy wealthy from it. But it's like, it's mainstream. And how's the US government going to get ahead of, like, in the future? How are we going to handle our crazy debt? How would we get ahead of it? The way that they're going to do it is the cryptocurrency. They're getting into that. Whether they rename Bitcoin, it becomes our coin, US coin, or whatever, they are going to take over that. I firmly believe that, because it's the way of the future. It's the one world currency that will eventually be here. It's like we compare Bitcoin to US dollar. It's like how much US dollar you have and you compare it to your Bitcoin, and that's how much you got. The government is going to step in and they're going to take over it. So basically it becomes one. It almost would be, and this is where I'm hesitating. Would it be a good thing? Or would it be a terrible thing? Would it make the value of Bitcoin skyrocket, or would it make the value of it plummet? Because a lot of people out there, regular Joes out there, they got pennies of Bitcoin. They got pennies compared to what it actually is. And not all the Bitcoin has been mined, but it is expected that it will be mined within in the years like 2030 something like 2035, that it will be fully mined. It'll be completely out. The government, I would say, it will do this. The US government will do this, and it would almost be stupid not to do this. We used to be on the gold standard. Bitcoin and just cryptocurrency is the next era standard, you know, but it could clean up things because everything is visible. Nothing is hidden. There's no more secret money anywhere. It's all, everybody has access to it. I think Trump will enact this sometime. He will do this. And this is my prediction. I know I do some crazy things, but this, I really think this will happen. I'm going to throw this out there again. I said last year, I believe YouTube and X are the ones that they're the platforms of the future. They're going to be basically the state-run media somehow, and they're going to team up. And this was before X took off. X was not in a great position earlier last year, but they took off, and now they're basically the place of mainstream news and everything that you want, instant news, what is happening. I think X and YouTube will somehow link arms. I don't know how all that's going to unfold, but I believe that will happen. So this is another one that I'm putting my name out there. I'm putting my, so if it becomes ridiculous, because I'm putting a time, I'm thinking within Trump's term, this time he will do this. It's going to be slow at first, but eventually the U.S. government, it's going to take it and it's going to absorb all the Bitcoin. It's going to buy up. Why wouldn't it? Basically, it decides how much currency it has. It decides how much US dollars it has, how much it wants to pump into the system. It has an unending, a blank checkbook. Yeah, it has a blank checkbook that it can basically write zeros upon zeros upon zeros. Why not? When the value of Bitcoin is basically, it is compared to USD. Basically, when you're buying Bitcoin, you're seeing how much USD is this worth. The USD is going to become Bitcoin. This is the future. And how this, the reason I even believe this, the Bitcoin will be the one world currency that we have. How does that happen? I think this will be the step, the link in the armor, how it happens. It'll be good intentions right now by Trump and his administration that they will do this. And it will get things, it will put things in a good hold. It will save the economy. It will save people's financial futures. Near term, long term, it's going to be locked down, and it's going to be the way that everything is under one umbrella. It's like the tentacles are going to go through everything. Everybody's going to have only visibility to what the U.S. government is running the show and the currency. This is what it's going to happen. I firmly believe this, but it's like how it all unfolds for everyone and what it means for everyone. Near term, I think it's going to be great, and we're going to welcome it with open arms. Long term, in the future, that's when it kind of, I think that it might be, it's just a way that we get there. This is my prediction, the way that we get there to the one world currency that everybody has access to, and nobody can buy, sell, or trade without it. I'm not making a prediction of when that crazy time happens in the future, but I think this will be the step that gets us to that position. So I'm putting that out there. I know it might seem nuts to some, but I believe that's what's going to happen. All right. So I'll leave this with you. Keep evolving and keep becoming the greatest person that you know you can be.
I'm in a